Ladies and gentlemen, ROC Solid Wrestling Talk Podcast here. ROC City Spotlight, episode 2, season 2. We love when it's the double twos. It's all right. It's all pretty good. Yeah. Chico Libre right here. ROC Solid World Heavyweight Champion Kenny Cornette down there on the end. Buck Nasty, baby. And look, we got him. The Moonlight Son himself. Yes, Mike Skyros. How you doing, baby man?
Very good. Appreciate you guys having me. I know we've been trying to set this up for a while.
Yes.
So I'm glad to sit down with you all.
Look, you cameoed on our show before, which we appreciate. And
yes.
You're even in our intro.
Yeah. I'm very manic on show days, so I'll just be bouncing around. I'll jump in frame anywhere.
Oh, absolutely.
I see a camera, I'm jumping in.
Oh yeah,
Good for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll even show y'all that thing. He literally means you jump in. Look behind you.
Yep.
You literally, you'll see. You can't see. It's all right. But anyway, man, great to have you here.
Yeah,
really is. We have some business to take care of first. We guaranteed you something, didn't we?
Oh yeah, the surprise.
We guaranteed you something.
Oh no, not this.
So the ROC Solid officially.
You missed
ROC Solid. Look at that thing.
Love to see it. We love to see
perfect.
it. I'm a sucker for belts and trophies and rings, which are a belt for your finger.
I know people are sucking for cornrows. But man, I've been following you for a while, for sure.
Yes, sir.
There's so much that you've been doing and going through and stuff like that. I met you back in 2CW.
Yes.
What was it like training there and getting your start there, stuff like that? How'd you like that?
Man, I was very fortunate to start around the people that I started with. So I started at the Institute of Pro Wrestling in Syracuse, and they supplied the vast majority of the 2CW talent that you guys saw. I was trained by Zachary Springate and Isis FX.
Yes.
Without them, I wouldn't be able to live my dream and wrestle. And then being in 2CW, I was riding down with a guy from our school now, a younger guy, his name's Don Freeze. And I was telling him I was very fortunate to start out there because it is the most structured company that I've ever been a part of. I've never been to WWE or AEW, but from what I've been told by everyone that's worked at both, it's the closest thing to either one of those. Just how, in a good way, very produced. The talent still got their freedom to do what they wanted, but nothing got past them. They knew everything that was going on. And then additionally, I had to earn everything I had, and I was around a lot of big names at the very start. So when I meet big names now, I'll fanboy over certain people for sure. It's not different to me, so I can act normal around people. Whereas people who didn't have that experience a lot of times, they don't know how to react, if that makes sense.
I know. I have anxiety like crazy, so I definitely know how to act around.
Me too. I know how to hide it now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, whenever I interact with somebody successfully, I'm proud of them.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. It's okay, that went kind of well. It's all right. I reflect on it way too much.
Yeah.
But that's Josh's place, right? 2CW.
Yes, sir.
Josh, yep.
Josh
so
in charge.
And that again, that was my first exposure to you. Michael Christopher, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was. I remember when you won your title.
Dude,
I think you beat Ando, right?
I did beat the longest reigning 2CW champion,
yes, sir.
Nick Ando. That was surreal because when I won that belt, I was like, am I being punked? I'm sure some of the fans felt that way too. I don't blame you, but it was very weird to me. But it was very cool. Definitely a career highlight that they put that trust in me. Yeah. And then I lost it later that night to Kevin Graham. So officially #1 shortest title reign in 2CW history.
But you still got it in.
You still got it.
Still part of the record books.
It is in the record books.
Absolutely. I remember how bad, as a fan base, we wanted Ando to lose it. That's just how much. Yeah. That's just how much he played the heel.
Yeah, that was the thing about him, because there was a section that loved him, and the more annoying it got, especially the more annoying it got to you guys, they loved it that much more. And then on the other side of the coin, I had you guys where it just pissed you guys off so bad that he was just making his 8 entrances, doing the Gilligan's Island thing.
I was so a fan of his entrance. every single time. Because what he used to do was he used to go like he used to come out at random times.
Yes.
Like aftermath.
Different entrances too, like like Scooby-Doo out
No
there.
matter where, anywhere in the building, he just come running out. That broken cigarette, it's perfect.
Yeah.
But Skyros, you beat him, man, and it was that's what put you on the map in my mind.
Yes.
But do you feel that it put you on the map there, like that?
Yeah, because like that title carried a lot of weight then.
Yeah.
Like that promotion, I understood it at the time, but I don't know if a lot of people now understand that weren't around for it. It was like PWG East, honestly, in terms of like not necessarily the style, but like the caliber of people we had there.
Right.
It was crazy. Like you had guys like AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, Johnny Gargano around all the time.
So many people. Yeah, I remember meeting Matt Jackson a couple times, and just, it was there like all the time.
Yeah, the Young Bucks were just around.
Yeah,
They were tag teams. Crazy.
Jessica Havoc.
Yeah,
it's all of them.
I wrestled her. I lost.
Yeah,
She chokeslammed me in Elmira. It was devastating.
I think they wrestled. She wrestled Big Hamin one time too.
She did.
So, it's pretty cool. But going forward here, we want to talk about where you are now.
Yes.
Where things are headed for you now and stuff like that, because things are really starting to snowball for you, and like we saw you with the Immortal title at one point. We saw you with we saw you, and we know you have a big match coming up at NFW in March.
Yes.
Stuff like that. Tell us how it feels to be in that light now.
Man, like my priority probably 3-4 years ago was like, okay, I want to be the busiest professional wrestler I can be. I want to get as many reps in at this as I can, and I committed myself to like going as many places as I can, learning and like just getting in the ring and in front of people as much as possible.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely doing that.
Yeah, I'm very happy to like be doing that now. I'm super busy, which I love. Wrestling all kinds of different people and places, which just kept me a lot sharper, just throwing me in different situations. Immortal has been one of the home bases for me, along with NFW, along with Test of Strength Wrestling Connecticut, along with Pro Wrestling Grind. I feel like as opposed to at a certain point where I was wrestling like a bunch of random places, I have like 4, 5, 6 places right now that I'm wrestling that are like home bases that I'm there every month. So you get familiar with those fans, and they get into you and they follow you, and that's like one of the most rewarding parts these past few years.
They're familiar with you.
Yeah.
And I know from what I've been seeing and things like that, I know you've been speaking of one of those home places down at Xcite. Stuff like that. I hear you got something going with
what is going on
with Sean Carr?
About to get spicy or what?
The thing is, like, I don't even like dislike Sean Carr. I respect him like a ton. He's so skilled. He's been good for so long. He's already cool to me. It's just a matter of like principle at this point, because he represents Xcite Wrestling. He is Mr. Xcite Wrestling, whether he likes it or not. He is synonymous with that company. He's been the Hogan of Xcite for the past however many years, for real. And that company has did me and a lot of other people dirty. Yeah. Because we've been look, I don't want to be put on a pedestal. I want to just be treated with respect. And Johnny Moose and Xcite Wrestling have disrespected me. They've disrespected guys like Isis FX, Brute Van Slyke, Corey Jackson, Tang, Jacoby Riddick, Father Bear.
Black and yellow. Yeah,
absolutely.
Like people from all over the place, but specifically people from Syracuse that have put out quality professional wrestlers over and over again, and have showed up and haven't asked for much, and have been left off shows when we should have been, and they've been underpaid when they shouldn't have been, and all these things. And I had enough, and I had to hold Johnny Moose. Like I said, I'm the one that had to hold him accountable, because no one else has spoke up. And Sean Carr has stood by that man's side when he knows I'm right. And
see, that's the kicker.
I gotta prove that I'm right.
Yeah, he knows you're right, but like, what's it gonna take to get him on board, that type of thing? That's the question. You know me, I sing Sean Carr's praises like all the time. Like,
he's a very good professional wrestler.
Yeah, absolutely. All around it, hybrid truly. Yeah, for sure. Going past that, I want to pick your brain a little bit for where do you see yourself going? What's your goal? What's your overall goal?
What else do you want to do in your career?
So like my general goal is I want to be the best professional wrestler I can be. I want to reach my potential. Right. I want to maximize what I can do, and I want to contribute back to pro wrestling. Like, I don't want to just wrestle a bunch, take from pro wrestling, and leave. I want to, whatever way I can, leave it better than when I arrived.
Okay.
And
I like that.
that's why I get so caught up in being mad at places like Xcite, because I know I can contribute. I know I can make things better for others. But if you're constantly like holding me down and not letting me do what I can do, you're taking food off of all those Syracuse guys' tables that I'm trying to bring up, right?
Yeah.
So, concrete goals, I want to wrestle on television in this year. That was my goal for last year. I came short of that goal. I don't care if I'm getting beaten up in 30 seconds on AEW Dark or NXT or whatever. I want to perform on television. I want to wrestle internationally. Those are my two main goals for this year.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Any specific countries you want to?
I've been to Canada. Canada's been very good to me. I'm a big fan of Japanese wrestling, like I'm sure a lot of people are. That's one place I would like to go. I just like that wrestling is still taken very seriously and presented as a sport there, and that's just the kind of wrestling that I'm attracted to. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. That's just what I like.
Yeah, absolutely. That's your style, man. It's what draws you. And that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. But anyway, like wrapping up here, you know, Johnny Moose, like I said, he's a peacock. You gotta let him fly. All right, let him fly. Let him fly. Don't flutter. You know, he got a lot to contribute, of course. Dude, we are ecstatic to have you in, and we want to extend the opportunity for you to come into the studio, be a guest panelist anytime you want, anytime you're in town.
We'll make it happen.
Yeah, absolutely. We're about, for where we are, we're down here at Ground Zero, and new school opening up soon. Keep your eyes posted for sure. They're holding training classes. They're holding they're doing tapings at some point, stuff like that.
I want to speak on Ground Zero Pro Wrestling too before you leave. So, Maddock, who is point man for Ground Zero, the last couple of years has been doing a lot of work. It's been a goal of mine to help like unify the state and work with people that want to work together and cultivate a better wrestling culture in upstate New York. And he's been a big proponent of that. So support Ground Zero, support Grapplers Anonymous, support Flower City Pro Wrestling, support Xcite Pro Wrestling, support Immortal, all the companies that are doing well
everywhere,
whether I like them or not, that are bringing things together. Support.
Absolutely, support, and that's what we're all about here. You know, upstate New York, pro wrestling, anything, everywhere, ESW, NFW, all everywhere. So, but absolutely, support your local indies for sure. You get people like this, man. Come on. But need I say more? Look at this specimen. Come on, ROC Solid look at this. That you know, I'm at loss for words. I'm speechless. I'm without speech. Of course. But Mike, man, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Really appreciate you.
We don't get these trophies to just anybody.
Absolutely.
It's got my name on it too.
Yeah.
So we can't just give it away to anybody else.
We went all out. Absolutely. We promised it to you. But yeah, come on into the studio. We're about 4 minutes. We're about 4 minutes this way.
Yeah.
So we'd love to have you, and that's going to be a lot of fun. And of course, check us out too. Keep watching the show. We love y'all. We love the support we're getting, things like that. Thanks for following the page. Follow everywhere you can. Please. We really appreciate it. We're on the come up, baby. Of course. ROC Solid. World Champion down there. Kenny Cornett. Chico Libra right here until next time. And Predictions Champion. Buckmaster Marcus Johnson and Mike Skyros. We out. Moonlight Son says peace.